Casinos never announce this. There's no sign, no warning. But when I worked on the casino floor, we knew exactly which slot machines were designed to drain players fast and which ones were quietly allowed to pay. And here's the disturbing part. Most players sit down at the worst machines within 30 seconds of entering a casino without realizing it. Because the machines that can actually pay aren't obvious. They're hidden, sometimes deliberately. Tonight, I'm breaking the silence. Not theories, not luck, not superstition. These are the real signs insiders use to spot slot machines that can pay before a single dollar is wasted. If you've ever wondered why someone else keeps hitting bonuses while your machine stays dead silent, this video explains everything.
Section 1. The lie every player believes. Let's start with the biggest lie casinos let players believe. All slot machines are the same. They're not. When people say slots are random, they misunderstand how casinos use randomness. Yes, each spin is random, but the machine itself is pre-programmed to behave very differently from the one sitting 3 feet away. Behind every slot machine is a digital blueprint. How often it gives small wins, how long it stays cold, how frequently bonuses trigger, how much it returns over time. This blueprint is called RTP, Return to Player. And here's the secret most players never learn. Casinos are legally allowed to install the same game with different RTP versions. Same name, same graphics, same sounds, different behavior. One version quietly bleeds players dry, the other keeps them alive long enough to actually win something. And casinos know exactly where each version is placed. Section 2. The first sign. Location is not random. When new employees are trained, we're told something very specific. The floor is psychology, not decoration. Slot placement is never random. Here's what insiders know. Machines near entrances and walkways. These are often tighter machines. Why? Because casinos want noise, lights, and constant spinning. These machines exist to set the mood, not to pay. They hook people walking in. They create the illusion of excitement, but they're not designed to reward long sessions. Machines away from heavy foot traffic. Now pay attention here. Machines located near back walls, close to players' club desks, near high-limit areas, in quieter corners. These are often better paying versions. Why? Because casinos need reasons for people to walk deeper into the building. A visible win in a quiet area pulls traffic far better than flashy lights at the door. This is one of the first signs a machine might be worth testing. Section 3. The denomination trap. This is where casinos win most players. Pennies feel safe. Dollars feel scary. But behind the scenes, penny slots are usually the worst paying machines on the floor. When I worked casino operations, this shocked new hires. Here's the truth. Penny slots often return 86 to 90%. Dollar slots often return 94 to 96%. Video poker can go 99+%. Why would casinos do this? Because penny slots attract beginners, encourage long sessions, and make players underestimate real losses. A player betting just pennies can burn through hundreds of dollars an hour without feeling it. Higher denomination players, they demand fairness. Casinos know they'll lose those players if payouts feel unfair, so the math improves. One of the strongest signs a slot can pay is simply its denomination. You don't need to bet big, but moving from penny to quarter or dollar changes the entire math. Section 4. The pay table tell. This is the most ignored feature in the casino. That little I or help button. Most players never touch it. That's exactly why casinos rely on it. Because the pay table tells the truth, even when the casino doesn't. Here's what insiders look for. bonus frequency descriptions, multiplier caps, symbol payout differences. Two machines can look identical, but one pays 500 credits for a top symbol, the other pays 300. That difference is everything over time. If a machine hides information, uses vague language, or shows unusually low top payouts, that's a warning sign. Machines that can pay are transparent. Bad ones rely on confusion. Section 5. Why hot and cold feels real. Let's clear something up. Slots do not have memory. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Machine behavior is still patterned. Casinos program machines with long dry spells, clusters of small wins, and occasional bursts of bonuses. So while each spin is random, the experience is designed. That's why players swear machines feel hot or dead. Ex-employees don't chase hot machines. Instead, we watch early behavior. Signs a machine might pay, small wins appear early. Bonuses don't feel impossible. Credits cycle instead of draining instantly. Signs it won't: 20+ dead spins immediately. No low-level rewards. Fast bankroll destruction. Insiders don't believe in luck. We test and walk away fast. Section 6. The progressive illusion. Progressive jackpots are the biggest emotional trap in casinos. Huge numbers, endless hope. But here's what players don't realize. That jackpot money comes from somewhere. It comes from reduced base payouts, tighter regular wins. Progressive machines are often worse than average unless the jackpot is abnormally high. Insiders only touch progressives when the jackpot is far above its normal reset or the math temporarily shifts. Otherwise, they're designed to drain slowly, tease constantly, and never reward consistency. A machine that can pay doesn't need a billboard-sized jackpot to keep you spinning. Section 7. Video poker, the insider's secret. This is the quiet truth casinos never advertise. The machines employees play? Video poker. Why? Because it's math-forward, not illusion-based. A full-pay jacks or better machine can return 99.5% with correct strategy. That's not gambling. That's almost neutral ground. Casinos keep video poker quiet, unflashy, underrated. Because informed players win too often. If you want the highest chance of survival on the floor, this is it. Section 8. Branding is a red flag. Movie slots, celebrity slots, TV show slots. They look amazing. They pay terribly. Why? Licensing fees. That money doesn't come from the casino. It comes from you. Branded machines almost always pay lower, tease harder, and rely on nostalgia. Original games? Cheaper to operate, more flexible payouts. One of the clearest insider signs: if the machine sells entertainment more than rewards, it's tight. Section 9. The new machine phenomenon. This is controversial, but insiders know it. New machines often feel better. Why? Casinos want buzz, crowds, and word of mouth. A machine surrounded by curious players creates momentum. Is the math different? Not officially, but placement, player psychology, and early cycles often create better early experiences. If you ever test a machine, newer is often safer than tired, ignored machines. Section 10. The biggest mistake players make. Here's the harsh truth. Most players lose not because of bad luck, but because they stay too long. Casinos don't beat players with force, they beat them with patience. Insiders follow 3 rules. 1. Test small. 2. Observe behavior. 3. Leave fast. A machine that can pay will show signs early. If it doesn't, it's not warming up, it's working exactly as designed. Final section. The real edge. Casinos aren't evil. They're engineered. Every light, Sound and seat cushion exists to keep you spinning. But awareness changes everything. You can't beat the house long term, but you can stretch your bankroll, avoid the worst traps, choose smarter machines, and walk away on your terms. And that alone puts you ahead of most players on the floor. Now that you know this, you'll never walk into a casino the same way again. You'll notice which machines are placed to trap, which ones are allowed to breathe, which wins are staged and which are real. So tell me in the comments,